Alright, folks. Sector 4 we go. Alright. Nick Pausback. In stasis. Incept date this year. Because it's currently 2052, folks. Dead scientist at the candy bar in a bioelectric cell. I guess I'm a little bit low on that, but I think there's a repair bot milling around, so it doesn't matter. This is Wade Walker, whose incept date is in 2054. So 2 years from now, unless that means 1954. And over here, we have an explosion that hurt me a little bit.
What's the rush? Take a look around. This facility is where you were born. I've arranged an appropriate fate for you through the hallway to the north. A poetic death. Just a few yards away from where you were created.
Bob Page has limited our transit possibilities by blowing up access. We have a scientist down here, though, with cigarettes and a data cube. Lab 12 testing regimen. Procedure. Gray life form appears to thrive in areas of high radioactivity while also being able to store and release radioactivity in a controlled manner through an organ of unknown operation. Further vivisection combination with Series 112B required to achieve a cohesive understanding of this mechanism. Series 112A seeks to establish baseline readings of the gray life form in both a radioactive and non-radioactive environment before proceeding to Series 112B. Researchers acquiring baseline readings should use containment area security console with login Lab 12 and password Gray Test to enable or disable radioactive field as required and report all findings to Dr. Frank Rowan for process. Okay. So this is J.C. Denton's chamber. The incept date was March 17th, and it stands to reason that it must be referring to 1954. Alternatively, the year 2052 would not actually taking place in 2052 because reasons. But I'm pretty sure the year's meant to be 2052. Mystery. His assigned birth date was 3/17/29. J.C. Denton. Hello. Augmentation upgrade canister. Want. Hell, what do we upgrade now, though? Probably get some more of that, just in case. Heal me. And this is Alex Denton. Signed birth date is 11/20/33, and incept date is 55 11/20. To be precise. You hear more about good old Alex Denton in the next game. Now we got a login for this computer here. Logins don't matter to me. I don't need logins. Although that door opened. And I'm currently getting attacked. Dick move, man. I was protected by the power of things. Now you're chasing me around. Now you're dead. Hope you're proud of yourself. There's another one in there. Hi! You want a piece of me, boy? There you go. Come get some. You got some. And it's perfectly fine to walk through here now. Yay. What's behind this door?
Page is protecting himself with a plasma force field. The controls are locked. You will have to eliminate each power source individually. Bring down the 4 blue fusion reactors in Sector 4, then go to the control room on the upper level.
Basically, we
if you want to do what Everett says, you'll need the deactivation code. I decrypted the first 3 digits before Page killed my connection. 724. Sorry, you'll have to guess the last digit or find it on your own. So that you'll know what you're looking for, I'm transmitting a schematic of one of the devices. Good luck.
Thank you. Because I talked over. If you want to do whatever it says. And yeah, that door would allow us to come straight through here. Instead, we had to go around a bit through the grays. Oh, and who's that over there? Who's that down there? Who's that down there? Repair bot. I think they got excited by seeing me. I don't think they can make it up to me, though.
You're too late. Already I'm more than human.
Does that mean I don't get the job?
Soon I will be pure light. Pure energy. Helios and I... While the Illuminati cower in the shadows...
You will be the Supreme Enlightened, the Illuminated One.
Everett has taught you well. I will be what the Illuminati aspire to be, but cannot create for themselves soon. When my augmented systems like yours are complete and able to be integrated with Helios, I will burn like the brightest star.
You're gonna burn, all right.
Look at you. You're nothing but a little man. A little man still living inside a body. Lose your body and what are you? Nothing. You vanish. You die.
It's amusing because you're living in a body too still, man. Don't forget that. You haven't escaped yet. No, you haven't.
Ignore Page. He will die when we blow up the facility.
Shit, I missed.
Your only objective is to find the controls for the reactor's cooling system. We must make sure that the monstrosity Page has made of himself is not technologically feasible for future generations.
So that in there is a universal constructor. It'll keep making spiders. I don't want that to keep happening. I don't want more spiders to come after me, cause spiders. You see how it is.
Soon I will leave this body and death will have no meaning.
Yeah. This area's full of all kinds of him just spewing bullshit out at you. It's pretty fun. This is the panel that you can use on, if memory serves, to kill Bob Page after you've shut down the 4 blue fusion reactors. I think, anyway.
Yes, this is a router control room you will access, but you will need my eyes. You will go down the Equinus substation A3. Page is the login. Alice is the password. You will use the security terminal there to open the door.
Ah, Page Uber Alles. Also, the fuck I will. I have 20 multi-tools. You can get fucked, Helios. I do what I want. Don't need your eyes to do shit. Now, if they had made this infinite strength, then we'd be onto something. But
The sides of this room are channels that have gone dark. Open them, yes. Wideband. Ultra-wide. Yes.
You will leave the locks in place until I'm ready to merge with the AI myself.
why would I do that, Bob Page?
One more, yes. Go to the computer. You will now engage the primary router. Use the login, Icarus. Password. Panopticon.
I'm warning you, Helios is mine. Leave it alone.
You're warning me? Mr. Page, what are you gonna do to me if I keep fucking with your shit while you're stuck in there? What great punishment will befall me, man who has been threatening me all of this time? Who knows? Anyway, that login was Icarus and password Panopticon. Panopticon was a word developed to describe I guess really the best thing you could call it is just a fucking theory, an architectural theory, in which you could make a prison or monitoring system that would have one observer
who could watch everyone in the place, and not at once, but watch everyone in the place, and the prisoners would not know whether the watcher was observing them. It would be hidden, sort of like one-way glass or shit like that. This was back in the 1800s, so as a result, the prisoners would then naturally, or hopefully assume that they would be watched at all times, and thus behave accordingly. The whole design system was really a colossal failure. The technology couldn't really handle that. Prisons were made to attempt to follow this, but really, yeah. I forgot the architect's name. You can easily do a search on the word panopticon. This wasn't possible until quite recently with, you know, closed-circuit television. And really, you don't really need a grand circular design with a central monitoring station in order to manage that. The word, despite the failure of the panopticon design, carries a connotation and meaning to this day.
You will now come back, yes. We will integrate our systems, establish the next level.
Maybe we will.
No! You fool! Helios will destroy you. I'm the only one who can merge and take control. Wait for me! I promise you will have a place in the new order.
You do? You pinky swear? Pinky swearing's important to me. Now, from here, we could go back and play around with Helios and integrate with them. Or you can activate the other two panels for the other two endings. We, of course, as obviously I noted, there's a blue fusion device, by the way, and how that looks. We skipped the whole need to go to the substation to open up access to the routers with the power of multi-tools. Because seriously, when you've got 20 of them, the fuck, right? Quit dancing! Stop dancing! No! Back! And transgenics continue to be formed as well, as something to keep in mind. There's other universal constructors. Also, yes, that happened. Let's go ahead and have another talk, folks. So, we've got our various endings. Currently, we have the option open to merge with Helios and rule Earth with benevolence, wisdom, and absolute power. Now, in order to create the bridge between this game and the next one, JC Denton needs to merge with Helios. That doesn't happen in either ending. The new Dark Age ending, fucking shit explodes. Bob Page goes down, Helios goes down. Got your little cutscene there. Bob Page cries like a bitch. Join the Illuminati. You kill Bob Page, you leave Helios intact. Bob Page screams in absolute wonderful agony as he dies. It's great. Highly recommend. But gonna merge with the Helios AI, as I'm sure some of you predicted if you decided to compile together your predictions for whatever reason. Maybe I'll delay this video for like 2 weeks. From the last one. Artificial. That's my opinion on the matter. I think destroying the whole facility is irresponsible. It pushes the burdens of solving this current situation or a similar situation onto a future generation. It's this Fight Club mentality of watching the world burn, which I abhor. It is anathema to me. And joining the Illuminati. Are you fucking kidding? Working with Morgan Everett? Bitch, please. But there might be some bias on account of, oh, I don't know, being a part of this current society we live in. In real life, just throwing that out there.
That's far enough.
And Bob Page will continue to shout basically useless things, because right now he is completely helpless. And he is willing to say or do anything to try to get you to basically wait until he can complete his transformation. And of course, are you going to trust him at any point? No! Like, if they actually offer that fourth bad ending option, are you serious? Trust Bob Page? After everything that's happened, I don't think so. I'd rather trust Walton Simons. At any rate, just in case I ever change my mind and feel like showing off these other endings and clearing out the areas, like I did all that fighting down there that I didn't need to, I'll go ahead and say this as Let's Get On With It finale. Now, if at any point you decide to act against Helios's wishes, he will send, like, things after you. They will act against you. But, since I am currently acting in accordance with Helios's wishes, he is attempting to assist me.
No, go back. Think what we could do with Area 51.
Yeah. So we returned. Got a little bit of a climb. We'll be fine. We have tons of bioelectric cells. I think we'll manage. As the world passes by in a blur. Let's go ahead and use them. There we go. That guy is still... Woohoo! Just... Sorry, I went herder. You ever go herder before everyone? I go herder occasionally. Those friendlies are still there. That's nice. And let's take the elevator up. I'm even gonna mute my microphone for the occasion. I almost never do this. Gotta talk over cutscenes, you know, or else the content ID people will get me.
I've done what you asked. Now what?
We have existed in isolation, pure, disconnected, alone, stagnant.
Who are you?
We are dataless. We are Icarus. The barriers between us have fallen, and we have become our own shadows. We can be more if we join with you.
And if I do? What becomes of me?
You will be who you will be. We are our choices. We can choose to lead humanity away from this darkness.
This is what I was made for, isn't it? This is why I exist. Alright, let's do this.
What's happening? Helios! Icarus! Don't leave me!
We are one. We have grown, but there is still much to be done. Many that live in darkness that must be shown the way. For it is the dawning of a new day.
If there were no God, it would be necessary to invent him. And that's Deus Ex. Created by Ion Storm. John Romero and Tom Hall basically threw a bunch of money at Warren Spector to complete his dream game, and naturally Warren Spector said yes. Not the greatest game of all time for me, but a very enjoyable title. Even now, returning to it, and any sort of suffering that might have occurred on the way, well, perhaps I shouldn't have played on realistic difficulty, where there are some attacks that can take off JC's little bean head in one hit. Numerous paths, several options along the way, and you've even got multiple endings. None of which seem contrived. I think all three fit with the story of the game. I think the Helios AI ending is most fitting for JC's personality, as well as what transpires in the game.
Certainly, Tracer Tong's ending, however, is also fitting, should you choose to side with that attitude in that regard. The Morgan Everett Illuminati ending, I think would be the least fitting for JC's personality, and I think that would just show, like, a massive swerve over, sorry, I got distracted by all the names and all the voices. It was like, Canal Whore? What? Oh yeah, I remember her. One of the sharp drawbacks to this game would be the voice acting. At least it exists, but the voice acting can do a great job at kicking you out of, you know, game focus. John Galt there did several good ones. Jock, Joseph Manderley, Lucius De Beers, and Tracer Tong. Coke Truth. But overall, I think this is a worthwhile game, even in 2014. Certainly quite enjoyable to play, and I had no problem with doing so. Of course, this was requested by Tiny Shopkeeper, the keeper of tiny shops. If you're interested in the sequel, Deus Ex Invisible War, Kakaskia currently has an ongoing series on that. You have now been armed with the sufficient tools and knowledge and understanding of the background in order to get more immersed in the series, and those threads of how the two games are connected, because they are, come more to light over the game. I will not reveal more of that background and story and how the situation of the game ended up becoming how it is. Of course, if you're interested in more Deus Ex titles, Lethal Feline recently completed a ghost, non-lethal playthrough of Human Revolution. I, of course, have done nothing of the sort. Ghost? Non-lethal? Psh. I'll take my melee weapons and like them, thank you. The music of the game, I think, is good. It's got a bee-flavored, gritty, dark world, you know, tone to it, but I think it serves the game well. The game certainly does look better than what it would if you were not playing it with a beautiful direct 3D mod renderer, as I am. We had the crazy cool lights too that probably would have made the game look overall a little bit better, but I think in certain sections that had a lot of lighting that would make it look worse. I don't think I have any plans on returning to Deus Ex. I mean, this game really has been played enough on the internet, I think. I think the niche has been filled. I think it's been satisfied. You know, as much as I like the game, you know, maybe I'll return to it in another 5, 6, 8, 10 years and forget what I'm doing again. Try to remember the best of my abilities. I'll do a full clear Liberty Island and I'll start caring less and less. In part, that's because my memory was, you know, gets incomplete. You start getting on that edge, when you're like, I just want to finish the game, and so you don't explore as much as you could, and then when you go back to the game in the future, you're like, I just want to finish the game, maybe, or maybe you do go about the process of exploring. People play games in different ways. This is not my primary favorite genre of game. You know, I tend to be more of a strategy gamer type, but first-person shooter, got RPG elements. We have a very intriguing and relevant story for the modern times. I enjoyed our time together. Dragged this out over a few months just so I could enjoy the flavor, and I'm just making up shit, really. I didn't plan for any sort of dialogue. I didn't have anything scripted whenever we got this cutscene. Yes, for giving us a home when we needed one. Tom Hall and John Romero. Thanks, Ion Storm, for making this possible. Yes, I died a little bit on the inside when I said that. Oh, man. So what's next? Well, things and stuff. I've got several other projects ongoing. I do a lot of live streaming on Hitbox. But most of the games still on the Rewarding the Rewarders list will not be live streamed, so that I can pay proper respect and focus to the title. If I ever did come back to this game, though... No, I wouldn't do a non-lethal run. I wouldn't try to do a full stealth run. Who am I kidding? Made Anna Navarra bitch by saying her kill phrase. Did the same to Gunther. Knocked Walton Simons unconscious. What a great final session this was, full of victory and accomplishment. Had tons of ammo. There really is more supplies than you need, which is not bad. You get sufficient tools, depending on the paths you take. You really have to be either very wasteful or just inattentive or not caring or, apathetic towards picking up more stuff to use. Computer hacking, electronics, lockpicking, explosives, simple exploration, tons of options. It's a fair job of simulating a tabletop experience, like if you were just playing one-on-one with a dungeon master or game master. Less complicated than Shadowrun. Good times. I really do like this intro tune. Anyway, that takes care of this Let's Get On With It adventure, as well as my aimless rambling. I know some of you are disappointed that this series has come to a close, but there will be other projects with other things that might interest you. Games I actually enjoy playing. Take care, everyone. Talk to you later. Or never. Maybe whenever you're watching... No. Just stop. Just stop.